What's up, y'all? This is Osirez, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Mad Nords, probably an epic quest made by Dragon Games. And disclaimer, the key was given to me by them for me to bring to you as YouTube content. So with that in mind, let's go take a look at this game. No, first right off the bat, I gotta give extra points, bonus points, brownie points to Dragon Games for providing a demo. So that means any and all of y'all can go check this game out on your own for the freeze. Go check it out. Install the demo. Bam, it's yours. That in itself deserves extra credit, in my opinion. We don't have enough of that. So, with that being said, the game is currently $9.99. which the developer says will not change when it comes out of early access. That's right, this game is an early access game, like seemingly 80% of the games on Steam. But this game, in my opinion, well, in its current state, as far as it works stupendously well. Excellent game. It runs a locked 60 as it should, and that's what's up with that. It is what the developer is calling an episodic game, but unlike an episodic game, it seems that this game won't be multiple releases. It's all contained in the same game, which is more extra points if that is true. I didn't confirm nor deny that, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't know. It doesn't require much to play this game for Windows or SteamOS or Linux. It's pretty much the same hardware. You need at least Windows XP or Ubuntu 14.04, a 2 gig processor, 2 gigs of RAM, 512 megabit NVIDIA or ATI card, 300 megabits available space, so not much. Should run on a potato if you so happen to have one. And moving on. So what else we have? So this game is pretty much a Nintendo-ish type of action RPG, kind of like Zelda, but not really like Zelda type of game. So some part of the magic of this game is that it really gives you that Nintendo 80s feel, I guess, from the back in the NES days, without actually being 8-bit. So that's a bit of quote-unquote movie magic that they pulled off there. And I usually don't like games like this. Like, usually I look at this game and be like, pass. Decided to try it and ended up putting about 5-6 hours into it already, and plan on beating the game when I get to it. But it is early access, don't forget, and they're still putting out more content for this. And this game was, I guess you could say, past the sniff test. It did get past green light. I don't know if that means anything these days, because green light is pretty much a joke, more or less. But anyhow, so the game has 9 playable characters, each with its own possibility, and it has a pretty decent sized map, lots of NPCs to talk to, like any kind of RPG should have. And I found the dialogue between the NPCs to be diverse enough. So usually what happens if you talk to multiple NPCs that are about the same area doing the same thing, they'll say about the same stuff. Which is pretty much true in this game, but it's still diverse enough to keep me interested in reading. Yes, this game does not have voiceovers in it, so there's no spoken dialogue, which means yes, you have to read. I know, it's the horror of reading. But yes, there's plenty of reading in this game, but it's well worth it in my opinion. There's, according to the developer, more than 100 unique artifacts and equipment. I don't know how much there is, but I know I found enough. It drops enough stuff for you in enough time for you to keep wanting to get more, which is all that really matters to me. It says dynamic battle systems, but the battle system was kind of weird to me. It took me a second to wrap my head around it. So pretty much what happens here is you can't move your character. You don't move forward or backwards or nothing like that. What you have to do is time your blocks and attacks and your other abilities according to what the enemy is doing. So for example, there's a floating eyeball and when he's getting ready to attack with his lightning attack, lightning will encompass his body, like circle around his body, and then he shoots it forward at you. Once you see that lightning, you then know you gotta get ready to block, and once it shoots, you block the lightning. And then there's like some worms, and before they attack you, they'll start to wiggle before they sink below the ground and come up and attack you. Once again, you know, once they start to wiggle, it's time to get ready to block. In between you blocking and not trying to die, you have to attack with the Z button. And as you attack with the Z button, it's on a timer. Think about something like World of Warcraft, where you have timer-based abilities. So depending on how much points you have, say in strength and stuff like that, will depend on how, or I think it's dexterity, don't quote me, I can't remember. But depending on your abilities is how long it takes for these attacks to regenerate. So it might take 5 seconds or 3 seconds or whatever, and you have to wait for it to get back a refill, the bar to refill, as you might be able to see at the bottom here. And once it's refilled, you can then attack again. Of course, that adds an extra layer of I guess difficulty, or another element towards the fighting system, which I found to be satisfying, actually, oddly enough. But yeah, so just getting the blocking and the timing and the attacks and the timing and healing yourself was pretty fun. So, and then outside of fighting, you're going to be kind of questing, doing things around the villages and what the NPCs tell you to do, so that you can level up, get more points, get more gear, do more things. As I said, I got about 5 to 6 hours into it, so I'm sure I have plenty more content to work my way through, as this is only a first look at the game, not a comprehensive review, and I don't really do comprehensive reviews anyways. I recommend somebody else for that. $9.99. Not many games in this genre, or this specific subgenre, that I would gravitate towards or care about. And it is early access, but as I stated, that doesn't really matter here. This game works really well. It runs fine, and it's fun. Check mark, check mark, check mark. So check it out if you need a game to play. $10 on Steam, or maybe get it on sale. That's up to you. If you want to support the developer, of course, you buy it at full price, which is pretty fair. And if you're a Linux user and you want to support it on Linux, you buy it at full price, and you start the game on Linux first within a week of buying the game, and that will register it as a Linux sale. So once again, thanks to Dragon Games for giving me this key so we could take a look at this game. I give this game my high recommendation. And so to wrap it up, this is Osirez. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the content. If you did not, go ahead and just close the browser. And also hit subscribe. Check out my website, osirez.tech. Follow me on Twitter at Osirez. And I'm out. Peace.